Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. I am down in my favorite spot near my house, um, and it's beautiful and it's quiet. The wind is not blowing today. You can hear my little friends in the background. You don't hear the pipes clanking. What was going on? It's an old house, and the boiler. You can hear the water boiling and popping. And I mean, it sounds like somebody is hitting it with a hammer or hitting the pipes, down in the basement. So I just went ahead and turned that radiator off. It's an old house, honey, but it's a bungalow and it's beautiful, and I love it, and I'm so happy and so blessed. And now we are pre at the stage where right before my husband came into my life and met us. The only difference now is another beautiful thing has came about. My grandson's father has really stepped up and taken a role in his life and has really taken his son. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. That's wonderful. Um, we were trying to get the other baby out the state, but they blocked us. See, because the state is getting federal money from the government to adopt these babies and give money to the adoptive parents and do all kind of different things that they doing. See, they got a job to do. And it wasn't that this father was being neglectful. This father didn't have really the means, under the oppression of his country, didn't have the means to get up there and fight this. They moved way out in Timbuktu, and he didn't have the means to get out there and fight them, for to get custody of his child. That's why I'm telling you, I understand the state system. Yes, we do need state system in place for folks who really don't know how to act right, and I'm working on them. But we also have a system in place that is abusive towards people, and the people are abusing the system. And so a lot needs to change. That's why I'm working on folks. I am. That's why we got the grow movement, because we got a better way of thinking, a better way of living, and a better way of acting. All three of them together. It's a better way, and we're gonna do things better. I'm telling you, I'm raring to go. I'm telling you, I'm raring to go now. I'm starting to feel me again. I really am. I mean, I always was me, but I'm telling you something. I went through some trauma. I ain't even told you all of it, but I have went through some trauma here recently, and I kept pressing toward the mark. See, I never stopped going. I had to keep doing my work of the Lord, because I knew that God was working my battle out in the background, just like they did over there in the haunted house. See, because they proved to me then that they working some things out for me, because they got me out that situation. They removed him out that situation and got me out. And so I know that there is a God. So anybody who don't believe in God, and what it is, they done seen so much evil, because the evil done went ahead and took over the world. See, because the evil think that they just gonna get away with everything, ain't nothing ever gonna be done. They watched the last 4 years of what done went on, and they think that they can get away with whatever they want to get away with. But it's some different things getting ready to happen. It's some different stuff. We living in some different times. We really are. Africans and minorities have touched too many lives. Look at that administration that Joe Biden is putting together. Look at them people. Look at all them different colors of people that's coming together, under one administration to do the work of the people, for the people, by the people. That's the administration that's for the people. I don't understand what it is. What else do these African Republicans need to see? Do they actually need to see the Republicans stand up and say, okay, we white supremacists? Then will you believe it? I'm telling you, because they done showed me, honey, they done showed me some different things, because I used to be a Republican years ago. I did. I used to be a Republican. I used to listen to some of the Republican shows, some of them. I really would say I was more of an independent, because I would go back and forth. It depends. So, but at this particular time, I was a Republican, and I would listen to, sometimes I listen to Rush Limbaugh every once in a while. But then again, Rush Limbaugh took a dark side. He took a dark, evil side, because he began to attack the Clintons relentlessly and attack their child. And then I pushed away from him. And then that's when the Republicans to me just kind of took a turn, just started taking a turn for the worse. It was just not good. It wasn't looking good for us anyway. Because, see, I'm always looking out for what's best for us. Because, see, I'm also one of us. So I'm looking out for what's best for us and going forth, and trying to come together as a people and trying to bring the races of people together. See, Joe Biden just put one race of people on the in his administration saying, well, these are supreme people. They know the best. He didn't do that. See, he's showing an example of how we all supposed to be. We all supposed to come together because love makes a family, honey. Love makes a family. And I'm going to tell you something. Some of the most racist people have realized that Africans are a beautiful people, because they've had to accept Africans in their family. A family member has decided they want to go and be with an African. So I'm telling you, we are a beautiful people. All we want to do is love, be loved, and accept it. And I'm gonna tell you something, you my brothers out there, you kings, hold your head up. Hold your head up unless you looking for money. You are some beautiful African kings. All of you. You are warriors. You have came through the battle. Look what God done brought you out of. And I'm going to tell you something. That ain't nothing compared to where he getting ready to take you. You growing in God. You got blessings coming to you. Just let go and let God. Allow God to fight the battle, because the battle is God's in the first place. The battle belongs to the Lord. It don't belong to you. It ain't none of yours. It's God's. It's God's battle. And I'm going to tell you, he fought my battle, honey, as I kept pushing the movement on Twitter, on Facebook, talking to people. I mean, I'm pushing the movement all day long. I don't stop. I have to, I make myself eat and different things. I have to take care of me. But as far as eating, I'm gonna tell you something, I be fasting. I really do. I be fasting, and the weight that I wanted to lose, that's what I wanted to lose. Really, I'd be happy to lose about 20 more pounds, because over the 6 months that I have done the Grow program, I've lost about 70 pounds because I began to think better. And I don't eat what I used to eat, a whole lot of junk. I stopped eating pork. I don't eat a lot of meat. I eat more vegetables and fruits. I saute me up some vegetables and stuff, some tofu, and just start eating better, because I want my mind clear. I want my body to be as clear as possible and as pure as possible. Start drinking you the best water. Do your body the best, because I'm telling you something, we only on this journey for a short period of time, and while you here, make the best out of it. Make the best you. Make the best you in God. Just like on my website, that big, beautiful mountain is reaching its greatness in God. The sun is there shining the light of God, because we need the light of God. We would die without the light of God. That's love. And the stream is flowing like righteousness and genuine equality is supposed to. So that's the goal of the Grow program. We're going to keep on going till we reach our greatness and get genuine equality and continue to love one another. It's time out to rise from the oppression of this country and ourselves. We have been inundated with our necks to the pavement, shot down like a dog. We are not animals. We are not animals. We are not what they portray us as. We are not to be shot down like a dog. We are not to be out there with our neck to the pavement with somebody knee on it. It's been like that for 400 years, but it's getting ready to change. We are being portrayed, and we have been portrayed as something less than human, something to be hunted, something to be slaughtered. Something almost, which is what they used to do, take body parts home and celebrate, just like what they did up in Colorado when they killed the young man, taking selfies and celebrating with the body. That's what they used to do back in the old days. Do different things, cut pieces up and say they had a barbecue. Look at the barbecue that we had. Send postcards. So they wasn't doing nothing than what they saw their ancestors doing. So, you really can't get mad at them. What we got to do though is begin to educate. You don't hate, we educate, we bringing people out of that. We pulling people out of that. pulling people out of that mindset, because really, really I tell them that really what you think is going on is not going on. There's no such thing as white supremacy. I tell them that. I tell them some facts, sit them down with some scientific proof and tell them where they really came from. And then them smiles will turn upside down and they'll go sit down somewhere, and go do something, and contribute to the movement and be a part of the solution and not part of the problem, because that's what they been. I told you the KKK is rooted in the police department. It's down in there, and we ain't got time for it to grow out. We got to root out the Derek Chauvins. We got to root out all them people up out of the police department, because they down in there like planted like seeds. They been in there for 400 years, all this time. When they started out, all the police was white KKK people hunting Africans. So they just doing what they used to do, hunt Africans. And by any means necessary, kill them all, round them up, kill them all. They used to have pictures and posters, talking about the auctions and the hunting that they getting ready to do, coon hunting, all this kind of stuff. So see, they just doing what's in their blood. But see, now it's time for some change. It's time. Change is here. They say it's greater later. Well, now it's later. It's getting ready to get greater. These people not getting ready to get away with it here. And they're not going to get away with it in the spiritual realm. So they can sit there and look at you crazy all they want with their eyes all twisted. Look, expect you to look down at the ground. Now you look up. See, because they look, I'm telling you, you look up. You have no reason to hold your head down unless you looking for money. I'm telling you. I want my people to rise. I do. I don't want my people to sit up here thinking that we animals to be hunted in the street. And I'm going to tell you, I feel apprehensive myself sometimes when I ride down the street and the police ride by. I don't know why. I just start feeling some kind of way. It's now, really, I didn't when I was in the bus, but now, I really do. When I'm in my personal car, yes, I do. Because I'm going to tell you something. These people, it's some people who still got that kind of mindset. It is. And it's some of us who got that kind of mindset that we got to hold one another down. It is. So I'm trying to fix them too. I'm trying to reach them and tell them, look, you ain't got to do people like that. You ain't got to run folks down on this highway of life and literally kill them and kill you in order to get what you trying to get, which is nothing. And go where you trying to go, which is nowhere. Nowhere quick. Hurry up and run you down just to get up there and have to stop. Some foolish, sit there and look silly. I'm telling you, these people something else, honey. So I'm getting ready to get with these narcissistic people. See, the Lord done set me straight and set me right. I'm telling you, God done blessed me so I could cry. I did cry. Y'all cry for about an hour. And the Ancestor told me, get it together now. Come on, we got work to do. We ain't got time to sit up and cry. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. I have been blessed with a beautiful bungalow right near nature, right near everything. You hear my friends out here. They talking to you, speaking to you. I'm telling you, it's beautiful out here. I just love it. I got a stream, I got a waterfall, I got some of everything. Then I got the bush outside my window where all my friends come into, all different colors, all different birds of a different feather who flock together in love. May have a little bickering falling out, but they fly off together. I'm telling you, you see them do they little squabble right there, but they gonna fly off together, honey. They love one another. They ain't, I'm telling you, that's how we got to be. We can learn some lessons from the birds. We really could. And then I'm right there in front of the highway of life. It ain't the highway, but it's a 4-lane main road, and they treat it like the highway. So I sit out there, I watch them, but I'm gonna tell you, it's beautiful. God is in the blessing business, honey. All we got to do is let go and let God and do the work of the Lord. Seek him after you. Seek God, truly, truly seek God. When you truly seek God, he will bless you immensely beyond your wildest dreams. I'm going to take a picture of what I'm looking at so you can have it to look at and meditate on. Because when I tell you that my sermons come from the Lord, they come from the Lord. And how I overcame and how I won the battle and how I want you to win the battle. You're going to win it too. You're going to come up. You're going to be blessed. Your breakthrough is on the way. I'm telling you, You are going to get a breakthrough because you are growing in God. It ain't no accident that you here. It ain't no accident that we picking up city and city and city, country after country after country, steady picking up country because the good news is out. It's the good news of the Lord. And all you got to do is love one another, let go and let God forgive and be blessed. That's all I got to do. You mean tell me I ain't got to pay $200 a month of my money to somebody in the church? I ain't got to show up and show out every Sunday and Wednesday Bible study and Tuesday singles night and Thursday preacher usher day, and Pastor Anniversary. You mean tell me I ain't got to do nothing? No, you kid. No, I don't believe. I'm telling you the truth. I'm giving you the word of the Lord of God, which is love, taken out of scripture, doctrine and teaching that I've learned over my life and applied it to my life and overcame the battle of good and evil of this life, let go of the chaos, negativity, and drama, and overcame, honey, and came through some trauma, shaking, but I'm all right. I made it through. I never would have made it without the Lord, though. Without God, I never would have made it. I wouldn't be here. If I didn't know the Lord, because material things don't make you, honey. You ain't got nothing with no car. What is a car gonna do for you? A car can't save your soul. You can't take that car with you when you go. I mean, they can bury it with you, but it ain't going in the spirit world when you leave. So, see, you worshiping something that don't even mean anything. What you need to do is worship your heart and worship the Lord and be a God servant and stop being after selfish things, because a fool and his money are soon departed. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world. I love you, my kings and queens. Let's rise. A better way of living, a better way of acting, a better way of thinking. And now is greater. It's greater. It's later. I love you. Let's rise.